Hello, everyone, and welcome into DW Randomizer, and welcome into another of our Dragon Warrior Randomizer Winter League Week 1 races. We have the Group 4 matchup tonight with sillydabbit, RG365, OOG37, and Highspirits, alongside DK9146. I am Ferran Burgundy, and we have a heck of a matchup here for you tonight.
Yeah, exactly. We've got really good runners going here tonight in all four of these. All have experience doing some of these flag sets either in tournaments, in the league, in the Random Percent Cup, or just off stream. So it should be pretty freaking awesome.
Certainly should be a goodie. As you can see in the what's referred to as the underground jungle, we have a stair shuffle in effect, which already makes me shudder just at the thought. We also have a few other flag sets in there as well that just looked over here, but we'll get back to those in a minute as we see minimum strength.
Yeah, minimum strength could throw a wrench into this for sure. One of the big things we have here is additionally random XP requirements, so it might not just be 5 experience for that next level, so they could have to slog through a 4 strength, or in OOG's case, a 6 strength start for multiple enemy kills.
Yeah, the that different build with the different names certainly could come into play here. We also see there's no chest shuffle, but the locations are going to be random.
Yeah, so the couple no shuffle chests with random chest locations mean we're going to start with gold, torch, and gold because there's no keys as well. Additionally, our 3 search spots will be vanilla, so Cole will have our flute. Armor will be on Hawksness, and the token will be on the cords. Other than that, everything is wherever it wants to be.
So no keys, certainly a huge help, especially given some of the other challenges here. So you're going to more than likely see our runners all go out of and back into the throne room take a save and take a look at the chests that are in the treasury. Oh, we see there's a couple at least here.
2 in the treasury, but Highspirits opting to go around back first.
Oh, well, look at this. We have Erdrick's sword and the silver harp, the best weapon in the game and one of the essential items needed to get to Charlotte Castle. We didn't even really get into that whole object thing, as I usually do. What do we have in the back here? It looks like the mountain cave. Holy smokes, there's a lot going on real quick.
Yeah, and that's absolutely amazing because neither of those items rolled a treasure guard. It's 50-50 chance for the tri-stated treasure guard to hit with them, and neither rolled. And we're only really looking for 3 items, the sword, the harp, and the stones, and we've already got 2 of those 3 items out of the way. Everything else we have in a known location, just got to find it on the overworld.
That is absolutely wild. Now, the object is to find and defeat the evil Dragon Lord, and they'll need to collect certain items, one of which most of our runners have already done here, to trade in for the Rainbow Drop, which will allow the runners to enter Charlotte Castle, the home of the Dragon Lord. And they'll also be fighting enemies one at a time, as we've seen here, to gain experience and levels to get stronger, as well as gold to purchase weapons, armor, and items to help in their quest. And wow, this is already wild here. It looks like the enemy's experience is not randomized, but the level requirements certainly are, as we see already. Huge level gains, plural, on OOG's side, jumping from level 2 to level 6.
Yeah, OOG, RG365 both jumped to level 6 at relatively early XP here, and we'll see if that kind of starts to spread out, or if we're going to see another big bump, as we got a couple locations on David's side, but he falls short.
Level 8 bringing Outside, Return, and Heal more into the mix.
So we're a little zoomy here, but OOG finding the jerk. We'll be back here in a little bit once we get our items together.
Yep, that's the Rainbow Drop Trading Cave. Here's Rimmeldar on OOG's side as well. Normally that's a delight to see because you'd go to buy keys here, but no keys required here. There's the Stones of Sunlight! What is going on with this seed?
You gotta be kidding me. Right now, literally just has to find Cantlin for coordinates, find Hawksness to get his armor, find the 2 turn-in caves of one which we already know where it's at, and it's just grind and go time.
And we see we've got discounts on for some of the items here, so half-plate armor purchase, at least for meanwhile. The Silver Shield, not too shabby a price at 5,556. That's good 60+% discount over the normally priced 14,800 gold.
Absolutely, some good equipment available for these runners here. Now, don't fret, chat. Don't fret yet, because we could still have curveballs with the random XP requirements, really sticking it to them a little bit here. Plus, we still have to do some diving in Charlock at minimum, and we might be able to get lost in some stair shuffle in there.
So ample time for Schadenfreude as OOG now finding Hawksness. We're going to see what the guardian enemy is. It's a red dragon. Well, there's a little bit of that potential Schadenfreude in the mix. And OOG double run fails. The red dragon, one of the, if not the toughest enemy in the game outside of the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, 39 HP, definitely not going to be able to take that guy on. Going to want to try and grind some stuff out, but having that Erdrick sword already in hand and heal more will make that a viable kill here, probably very soon, depending on how fast these levels go. So we got the rest of the runners kind of following in the path of what we saw OOG do here. We got RG365 into Hawksness here. We got Highspirits and Rim. And sillydabbit just trying to grind up some levels here. We'll see who finds what and gets these levels moving, how far away level 9 is as well.
It looks like the logjam for the moment is at level 8. But I say that and our runners are quote-unquote only at most 200 experience at the moment. We don't know how much is needed for level 9, and OOG getting so close to taking out a metal slime, which would have been a big 255, but like John Cena, kicked out at 2.
Yeah, so close yet so far. He does find South Swamp. Can have up to 3 chests in here, although I'm not sure how interested the runners will be. It looks like he is going to take at least a look real fast. All right, up on RG365 side, he has found coal, has opted to go ahead and pick up that flute. We do have speed hacks on, so that flute plays extremely quickly, is fantastic if you do get into any kind of combat with a golem.
Okay, that was a dragon scale over on RG365 side and coal. So putting that on, that adds an additional 2 defense to his total. Oog checking out the freebie cave, and, well, you get what you pay for in this case here, as it looked like there were no, there were no treasures to be found.
Yeah, sometimes these caves will disappoint with the random chest locations turned on. We do have Oog finding Sharlock and Garenham. Garenham does have 2 chests in the back here. So he's picking up that fighter's ring, gets that equipped. That's going to be +2 to his attack power, so that's never going to be frowned on in any type of situation here, and finds an herb in the other chest.
A bit of a shopper's bazaar there in Garenham, but looks like Oog opts against most, if not all of it.
Yeah, meanwhile, sillydabbit did get up to level 9, somewhere around the 500 experience level, and did find a little bit of bump in HP, not enough to take on this red dragon, which he doesn't know exists in here yet.
And is already having trouble with the green cousin here. Oh, and we find out that the northern end of the swamp cave goes into the back of Garenham. We saw the southern end earlier.
Yeah, we got a very small map here, so very typical for these maps to be single continent, and this one does not differ.
So, yeah, chat noting with the treasure chests that are in the swamp cave as well as in the back of Garenham, you could theoretically... Wait, no, there was nothing in the... There wasn't any gold in the treasury, though, so you couldn't do a gold grind.
Yeah, there was a treasure, or a gold chest in the mountain cave. I think we saw that on Highspirits side.
Cave under Tanagal. Oh, wow. This is where the stair shuffle already has me confuzzled.
Yeah, the question I think as a runner I'd be asking myself is, with how zoomy things have come so far and all the items getting dumped on you, is do I even want to invest that little bit of a time sink into doing the gold grind or not?
Yeah, that is an excellent question. And now we've got our first look, or we have our first look at Cantlin, and Oog making sure that he has the resources to be able to get to the wise sage here, who you notice with the with the sprites, Oog going to kind of his expertise, as those are sprites based out of Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES.
Yeah, exactly. I love all the alternate sprites we got, but this is 2 north, 25 east, should be fairly countable.
Wow. Dude, oh, yeah, that's fairly countable, I would say.
Well, we got Dammit up here picking up the flute and coal. Is going to go ahead and opt to check some of these chests as well. I've been wondering if the runners, knowing that they have nothing left to find in chest officially, would continue to do that. So, but you know, a dragon scale, a death necklace, the fighter's ring, all items that you wouldn't particularly be looking for, but could come across and be helpful.
Yeah, just around that little bump there, and yeah, just count 25 east, and oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's got to be creeping up on it. It can't be too much further here. We'll find out if we do get at least one treasure guard in this seed here in a moment.
It's somewhere in that swamp. Now, was that a random encounter, or was that a treasure guard, I wonder?
Can be a guard. He didn't get a run away, or if he did, we would have saw a pushback if it was the guard, but very likely could be the guard.
Well, if he goes back that way and runs into a green dragon at that exact same spot, that is either a guardian or an extremely noted coincidence.
Yeah, and as we can see and we have knowledge of already, you want to get to at least level 9 before you're going to have a good chance at taking on a green dragon just because HP is so low. Plus, since OOG has the alternate build, not quite sure what his HP will be at that point, but it's still going to be fairly low. And we got wyverns with the full wombo. Dabbit feeling the pain.
No. Oh, it is a pushback. Okay, so we do have a guardian right there in the swamp. RG365 picking up the Staff of Rain.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got Highspirits getting the flute. Dabbit still doesn't have the chords yet, has just walked past where we know the token to be, but is in good position to be able to get that once he does get those coordinates.
Oh, RG gets the run away from the metal slime, was down to the last of resources here.
Yeah, so right now we have Dabbit kind of running away with experience with nearly double over our second place runner RG365. Kind of found him a zone up here he liked until this blue dragon showed up.
And we have a question in chat, are wyverns scary? In this seed they are because they have what's known as the Wombo combo, meaning that it has the spell of sleep, as well as that Dragon Lord 2 breath that does anywhere from 65 to 72 hit points of damage.
So it'll be interesting. At this point, I think the best play is to try and sit down and grind out some levels. We're still a little light on several stats, including low HP, low MP. We have neither of the hurt spells. We know what's in Hawksness protecting our armor. Most of them have knowledge of where the cords are. Maybe not what's on the spike there for them with the green dragon, but we need stats to be able to kill these things.
Yes, chat noting RG365 probably having a few words for that NPC, that non-playable character, having to cast Return just to deal with it getting out of the way. Yeah, Garen Hamsters being a bit blocky. And yes, be thankful that this isn't Ryguy 3745 in that position, because yes, there would be some rather colorful language towards that NPC.
Yeah, indeed. Meanwhile,
if you're not familiar, that's all more reason to give me a follow.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Highspirits in Grave. I'm not sure if he doesn't realize that the rest of the things he's looking for will be in their vanilla spots. With this flag set, that can be a little confusing if you don't put the two pieces of the puzzle together with the no shuffle chest at random chest locations.
At the top of the grave, the one chest is wings here. I think the confusing part of that is, if it's no chest shuffle, wouldn't the Erdrick's sword be in a chest in Charlock?
That's where it started out until the random chest locations piece kicked in, and it took that chest and it threw it into one of the other, or it could leave it there, but it's in one of the randomly placed locations for the chest.
Okay, so I see. So what would normally be the judge's table chest, in this case, happened to be shuffled into Tantagel's treasury.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. So grade 5, the same thing, and then we already saw the stones as well. So yeah, so where the things are, we have no idea. It's the only thing that can't shuffle is the search spots.
Okay, that is the twist, well, one of many twists that keeps me here in the broadcast booth and not out there in the trenches like our 4 competitors here this evening.
Well, we did finally get the level 10, just over 1,500 on Dabbit's side. Got 23 agility, not much else to write home about, though.
Agility's just a suggestion anyway, or at least that's what I'm oft told. Or just a number, that's another thing that I hear.
Yeah, it's just that number that gives you 1 defense for every 2 points of it you get.
And for those just joining us, yeah, the key items were pretty swiftly found, as 2 of the chests that were in Tantagel's treasury had Erdrick's sword and the silver harp. The stones of sunlight were in nearby Rimmildar, and we see the coordinates for the token 2 north and 25 east. However, it is guarded by a green dragon, and Erdrick's armor, which we know is going to be in its vanilla spot of Hawksness, that is guarded by a red dragon.
Yeah, outside of that, we have all the pieces outside the path down in Sharlock. We don't know if it's going to be a straightforward path. We don't know if it's going to have a mega dungeon in there. I think chat's probably hoping for mega dungeon and a little bit of pain for these runners. They've had it a little easy so far.
And yes, to help with the confusion that even I seem to have as well, the search spots are going to be vanilla, so Cole is going to have the fairy flute, Hawksness is going to have Erdrick's armor, and the overworld tile spot is going to have Erdrick's token.
Yeah, and then another question, can stairs that don't normally go outside take you outside? They cannot. So you can have stairs take you to any other type of dungeon. So you could have one of those 3 stairways down in Mountain Cave take you to maybe the top of Grave, and then you could find the outward stairs in Grave and then get to the overworld. But only those main entry stairs will take you to an overworld spot.
Yeah, entrances and exits to caves are still vanilla, but any other staircases within that cave are shuffled to other internal cave locations, if that makes sense. Or at least I'm trying to make sense of it. And here we go, RG with minimal resources, once again going at it with a metal slime. And it runs away at 1, kicks out at 1 like Hulk Hogan.
Oh man, yeah, the metal slime's not playing well for the runners that have came across them so far here. Question what's the current placing? This is week 1, so no one has any points as of yet. Winner will have 5 points though. Second gets 3, third gets 2, and fourth will get 1.
To answer another question, chat, so the one set of caves that do not shuffle are the Swamp Cave, because they're both entrances and exits. So yeah, they're only, you only can go in and out of them. You can't go to a deeper part of Swamp Cave.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we could have a mega overworld dungeon where you could, in theory, get to Tablet, Mountain, and Grave, all top floors, all by going through alternate paths through the different stair shuffled places, including some additional Sharlock floors as well, but we'll never see the bottom of Sharlock, the top of Sharlock, or any of those other ones like Swamp, or any of our turn-in caves. So it
Just
seems
having
like
a little fun chat there.
So I couldn't stop laughing there for a minute. So we got Dabbit another little bit of a bump up to a level 11 before he's going to get there. He's gotten a little over 400 experience here. Has opted to start grinding on these green dragons here. Has not come across Cantlin to my knowledge here yet, so doesn't know he's got a green dragon waiting for him on the token.
Yeah, the question in chat was wondering what RG was doing in the grave, and at that point had taken a death to the golem, so my response was dying.
Yeah, sometimes the golem does you a favor, though, because as we know, he just needs to grind at this point. He needs to grind, he needs to be able to kill that red dragon in Hawksness. He has his items, he's got his rainbow drop. Just needs to get that experience to be able to get his armor, and then from there it's go levels and find the way to the basement. So
It might be RG looking for a grind spot at this point. I mean, I was unaware that RG had taken out the green dragon guarding the token.
As was I, but I trust our tracker.
Yeah, two of our best in Beta Strep and Kami and Renikai taking care of the tracking today. So yeah, who am I to doubt them?
Yeah, that's why they get paid the big bucks and we just blabber a little bit.
For a minute I thought you were going to say and we get the whammies, but that's a whole nother story. Big bucks, whammies, press your... No, okay.
Oh, I love some press your luck. Love it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I had a co-commentator earlier that pretty much any pop culturally related reference that I'd made, music, movies, or otherwise, it all went over his head.
Oh, that's a shame. Nah, so we got Dabbit back. He likes this zone in Hawksness, so he's grinding here. There's Warlocks and Green Dragons, and I think a Wraith in here as well. Got about 800 experience since he's gotten level 10. Still no level up yet. Not sure how much further he's going to have to go, but he's got the right idea at this point with this grind. See the press your luck whammy. I think that's a great idea for Captain New who does our tracker and puts it all together. Maybe we can have a little tracker button. Someone dies on a spike tile, the little whammy goes across their screen and flips off, and you see them reset back to the castle.
Oh, man. Yeah, except there's definitely a lot more than 4 whammies, so nobody's out of the game at this point, as the deaths are plentiful here, especially involving that wyvern that OOG was able to get away from.
Yeah, the wyverns have gotten a few of these runners now, as has this random experience requirements. Rearing its ugly head in this race for sure. We've gone about 1050 since the last level. No level 11 in sight.
Now, Highspirits in Cantlin, and gonna go ahead and get the coordinates. I believe RG had, oh no, had long since done the same.
Yeah, Highspirits, the third of our runners to find Cantlin and get those cords. I do not believe Dabbit has been able to pull that off yet. But, you know, once he gets a little bit more going here, he's going to be able to throw out Repel if Repel ever comes, and walk around this world a little easier.
So you look at the levels and you figure, oh, things are pretty close, and then you see that while one level up, Silly Dabbit has almost double the experience of our other 3 runners.
Yeah, I kind of was hoping he would do a death warp after he got low on resources, but with Rimmelder being so close by, it just makes more sense for him to walk over and top off.
Looks like the target number to level 10 is 1,519 experience, so OOG, Highspirits, and RG are all right on the cusp, less than 100 away.
Yeah, and they'll find out all they're going to get for their trouble is a lot of agility.
And the spell of sleep.
Fair enough, fair enough. So the grind continues. We're about to hit 3,000 experience over here on Dabbit's side, which will be double the 1,500 that was necessary for level 10. And there's a level finally.
10 power, 1 hit point. That's it.
Yeah, it started out strong and kind of fizzled really fast.
That fizzled like a Wile E. Coyote Acme fuse.
So Highspirits finally catches up here on level 10 as well. So 3 of our runners just got over to level 10 hump, not realizing it's a long road to level 11. Meanwhile, Dabbit does got his 11, but no closer to taking down that red dragon yet.
And just that quickly, here is level 12 at 3,100 experience.
Yep, that's how these random XP requirements tend to go. Is you'll usually see a few levels that do not want to play ball, but then you might get a grouping of 2 to 4 really close back-to-back levels, or sometimes even simultaneous levels.
And now Silly Dabbit just focusing in on these green dragons here in Hawksness and able to get a nice crit on one of them here.
Yeah, he's got some nice HP, but it's not quite good enough to make a surefire red dragon kill. So I think he's got the smart play here. Still gotta get this experience at some point. Might as well grind it out before repeatedly dying.
Yeah, repeatedly dying has already been enough of the theme, as now OOG picking up the rainbow drop. Trying the sleep spell, but to no avail. I believe the green dragons have a 15 out of 16 resistance to sleep.
Yeah, I know it's definitely high if it isn't 15 to 16, and there's a reason. Or no, green dragons with sleep. I think it's about a 50-50.
Oh, then OOG just got very unlucky, missing 3 in a row. Oh yeah, the green dragon is a 7 out of 16 resistance. I think I was confusing the green with the blue dragon. So that was just rotten luck on OOG's part.
Yeah, sure enough, he's got a weighted coin in his favor and just couldn't pull it off. But unless someone can find a better grind spot, I think Dabbit is in a decent lead right now, just because the name of this seed is experience. Now, once he gets the experience needed to get these stats, how fast will he perform his homework that the other runners already have with getting the token and the rainbow together? We'll have to wait and see.
That is the operative question. When in doubt, grind it out. Exactly.
Ziggy is plagiarizing Sneaky, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I usually credit my sources. Like, if I know that, if I say, for example, that RNG is favoring the favorites, I'll say as LOZ Cards Fan 23 would say.
No, absolutely.
And follow it up with, and then as I would say, RNG is also underwhelming the underdogs.
And that's why you're the pro, Thrawn. Glad that you're on the night with us. But we're going to see a lot of dead enemies for a little while here. There's not a lot else going to be happening at this point. The runners know they need to get armor and Hawk's Nest, and they have no capacity to do it. So where they opt to kill these enemies is in the air. I think Dabbit's found a good zone with that desert, but he is going to check what the spike tile is here in Swamp.
Not a terrible idea. And our tracker beta strat has another one. Winning game, just complain. You know my style of play too well.
And speed hacks never forget the flute. DK will agree with that. Otherwise, you know, I'm allowed to sell the death necklace. Why can't I sell the flute? That's all I'm asking. Oh man, Dabbit just hit level 13 with a whopping 5 strength, 0 agility, 1 more hit point, and 4 MP.
And here comes the levels going at a crawl.
Indeed, indeed. We'll see what Dabbit opts to do here. He is walking away from that spike there and is most likely, well, he's going to check Garenham first, but either complete some exploration since he's out and about or most likely go back to his original spot, grind spots.
There's Dabbit's Fighter's Ring.
Yeah, Fighter's Ring seemed to be enough for him. He saw that, put it on, was like, nothing else I'll really want here, I'm out. Didn't even bother to check the other chest. I've been trying to watch these other runners and see where they're going. Like, we got OOG going out past Rim and Hawk's Nest here, kind of going to the south. Maybe he's got a zone he's looking for, or just trying to find that good zone to grind in still. Same with Highspirits. He's just kind of wandering around. I'm not sure if they've found zones or are still looking for zones, as werewolves have DL2.
Yeah, I think it might be the latter, considering there have been a pretty hefty amount of Sharlock-level enemies that have been seen here. I think maybe trying to find something near a town. I mean, Warlocks, while not ideal, I think it's just, okay, what's one-shottable and not going to kill me?
Yeah, exactly. We do have RG365 hitting that level 12, that big jump there as he was heading through the swamp cave. So kind of cut the experience down a little bit, only about 1,000 behind Silly Dabbit at this point. Ooh, Dabbit finding a golem here, has that flute in hand, starts out with a crit and takes him down in 3 swings for a big 350.
Sending the experience lead to now about 1,300.
Yeah, not sure if he didn't like the other enemies in that zone or just didn't want to take the risk on the golem, but just keeps on walking by. Unfortunately, we saw a red slime up there, but no repel yet, so would have to keep encountering them.
So Dabbit finding the free of chests freebie cave, and then getting into a slight tussle with a metal slime. No harm done. And is going to stay away from the tablet cave, knowing that that's where you start to get into the stair shuffle.
Yeah, at this point, Dabbit just hasn't done that exploration that the other runners have. Still needs the staff cave and Cantlin to complete his information, so must be out exploring and looking for that and grinding along the way.
Until an intervention here from the Armored Knights.
And says, well, if I can't run, I guess I'll start swinging, and we'll see if he can take him down. Strong enough to be able to do it in 3 to 4 swings at this point. So RG365 is going to opt to continually go back and forth inside the swamp cave. He likes the green dragons, just doesn't know about their existence in Hawksness. So he's going to get it on the lighter encounter tiles here in swamp, but is steadily improving on this experience as a result, and has all that other homework done. So depending on how far Dabbit has to go to figure out where these last locations are, he might have some competition coming up behind him here.
I had to step away for a moment there.
I think Dabbit is finally coming down to where Cantlin is. We'll see if this is the case, but I'm pretty sure this is where I saw it before.
No, it's Breckenary.
Yeah, you hate to see it when that's not what you're wanting, but at least it's a top off since he was out of resources. All right, RG365 picks up that level 13 there. Just over the 4,000 mark, just under 1,000 away from catching up to Dabbit, although at that point is still not level 14.
Okay, Oog with a large shield pickup as Highspirits takes a death to the Armored Knight. And it looks like RG might be giving the Red Dragon a go here.
Exactly what I was just thinking. He has gone over there with a purpose, does have 4 heal mores, would have to get some lucky lower rolls from the Red Dragon. We'll see how it goes here.
There's one of them.
Well, it worked for him the first time, taking that risky swing. Didn't the second time. He pays the penalty, goes back to the box. We do see that level 14 is just 794 away, and we just saw Dabbit pick it up on the left.
Exactly, so you're telling me there's a chance. Well, there wasn't a chance at that point, or at least the chance was slim.
All right, so RG365 taking that Red Dragon Death to heart, going right back to where his grind was. Unfortunately for him, when he went through Hawksness, did not come across the Green Dragon, so doesn't know they exist in there, or may have switched up locations. Looks like he got tired of walking back and forth, is going to go sleep some Stonemen instead.
Okay, they have the baby breath, it looks like.
Nice enough, though, on Dammit's side, level 15, just behind level 14, and he's gotten some more stats, but nice enough to spell a hurt more. Now he's taken on these Armor Knights with little to no issue as well.
There, Dabbit finds the Staff of Rain trading cave.
Yeah, so that's one more piece of the puzzle out of the way for him. He's still got to come across Cantlin. Luckily for him, the token will take him just up towards Hawksness, which after he gets these cords, he'll go up there, most likely pick up that token, go get him some armor, and be in full grind and go at that moment. But looking at those top two, at this point, especially now that RG has settled into the Stoneman grind, he's less than 600 experience behind. So by the time Dammit completes this homework, he may be at an experience deficit. We'll have to wait and see on that piece. Meanwhile, the bottom two are pretty neck and neck as far as experience and knowledge goes. Just struggling to really get into a solid grind to gain that experience that the other two runners have already gotten.
See a bit of a stat check there from RG at level 14.
All right, so we got Dammit doing his count over here on the left. We'll know he got there once we see that Green Dragon in that swamp there. Highspirits still wandering around the overworld here over past Hawksness. And OOG kind of grinding whatever he sees.
Yeah, I think for OOG, there's a frustration that enemies over a certain difficulty level have just squashed him so much that I think it's just, all right, let me go after anything that's not a Sharlock level enemy, especially with this high attack power. And you see they're getting a high roll on a Wyvern. That's a one-shot. And it's just kind of chipping away.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, another quick level for Dammit. Just hit 16. Not much in the way of stats. 2030, but gets that very nice spell of Repel along with that hurt. So now we'll not have to face some of those lower level enemies. Looks like he's going to top off, and we'll see our first real take on the Red Dragon now that somebody has stats of, built to where they could actually kill it. So this is going to be awesome on the top, and we'll see if the bottom guys can catch up. But these two at the top are going to be neck and neck here, it looks like, alternating back and forth on experience, depending on if they stick with this Red Dragon grind, which outside, and maybe commentators curse, outside maybe a heal more on the back end, and maybe some high stop spell resist will most likely be the grind until they're ready to dive.
For the record, DK said it, not me.
So we're going to have near simultaneous armor pickups here momentarily, unless the runners take a risky attack, which isn't necessary now that they have these heal mores and that extra HP.
So RG defeats the red dragon first. Dabbit picks up the armor first thanks to the level up to 16. And now it's back to the races.
Yeah, none of our runners having picked up Gwaelin, so we'll have no intermediary checks. The only way we'll know for sure what the next level will be is either we'll see it on the screen, or if the runner does a death warp and the king tells them otherwise, it's just a mystery.
It doesn't appear to be immediately after 16.
No, I think we're due for another little bit of a gap here. The runners did have those early to mid game or mid level gaps going, and then some pretty quick levels over the last 3 or 4. We'll see how this one plays out. Damn, it takes a chance. Oh my gosh, 3,239
for RG, yeah. So we're looking around 95.50 for level 17, give or take.
Yeah, for Dammit, that's 10 more red dragons, so I think we know what we're about to see here. A little red dragon genocide on tap. Just took a risky swing, so got sent back, but you know, we'll see how this goes. Little things like that could really go a long way towards giving one person advantage over the other.
Dabbit now taking care of a bit of an errand, getting the rainbow drop along the way, and now is going to head back to Hawksness and go after more of the red dragons. So now the experience lead going back and forth once again.
Yeah, and unfortunately for these runners, this game has been very stingy with the hit points and especially the magic. Only 64 is 8 heal mores, and doesn't make for a very long grind before they have to go top off again. Especially since they're getting one swing, one heal more. Sometimes they can pull off a second swing, but this red dragon keeps dodging.
Highspirits, meanwhile, getting wyverned with the DL2 breath.
Yes, getting ready to say that. And then OOG finally noticing this Hawksness zone here, has opted to settle in here, picking off some of the lesser enemies, but knows about that that green dragon as well. And I guess the Draki was enough. He's like, nope, I'm out of here, and goes back out to the orb.
Or probably feels like there's more consistency in this zone here with wyverns and specters, because seems to be doubling back into this hilly area here. And there's also green dragons in this zone.
There sure is. And then Highspirits still wandering the countryside. Not sure I've really saw him settle down anywhere yet. Probably just not real satisfied, but their experience down there on the bottom is extremely close to each other. So we have a couple potential tight races here, but anything could happen once we get into Sharlock. The mega Sharlock dungeon could rear its ugly head. We've seen runners go from first to second, first to third, third to first, third to second, because of paths they've chosen to take over their opponents.
So chat debating here whether a silver shield's into play. I believe 5,500 and either 56 or 66. It's a lot of gold, but not nearly as much as vanilla. But I think with as many deaths as the runners have taken, I don't think that it's in high consideration.
Yeah, I'd have to say I'm not sure if it's worth the time sink, or if I'm gonna save that many rounds. Would I be getting an extra red dragon per battle? These are all things I can't do math on, so I would just opt not to do it.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if the enemy grind was an Axe Knight, Green Dragon, something that is more gold-centric than it is experience-centric, even though you get a good amount of both. But this one, you're getting 143 gold per red dragon. So unless you take no deaths and have to go up to, say, level 20, I hope not, then it's probably not worth the effort to try to get up to the 5,500 plus gold for the silver shield.
Yeah, exactly. But meanwhile, I've been looking at the top here, and that Death Warp Dabbit took really set him back a little bit. RG365 up about two and a half red dragons at this point. Creeping up on that level 17. We know it's 2 away, but he's got to go do a refill.
Oh, and of course the Hurtmore misses.
Yeah, the old 1 and 8. It's... So OOG just picked up level 15, gets that big Hurtmore. We'll see what he opts to do now that he has Hurtmore. Unfortunately, not really Hurtmore susceptible enemies in the overworld, although none of our runners have opted to maybe do a dive and grind looking Sherlock. If it's a short path, you might have a Hurtmoreable spike tile downstairs. You never know.
Well, that's the other twist to this. The stair shuffle being as problematic as it is, that could be a whole nother venture, is trying to seek out something, or seek out the proverbial path. Silly Dabbit, meanwhile, taking out a blue dragon for a notable 180 experience.
Very nicely done. Wasn't sure we would see that blue dragon kill or not, but on the other side, we have RG365 has picked up level 17. Did not come with a ton of stats, but does look like he's heading towards Sherlock.
There's the laying of the rainbow drop, 53 minutes in, and we see Sherlock. RG going to take the right stairs here.
I'll ask him the stats. Level 17 came with a whopping 1 strength, 3 agility, 3 hit points, 2 magic points, so nothing to write home about.
Bit of a dud, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, if all 4 stats can't add together to at least equal 10, you know it's been bad.
And that's probably why RG's kind of doing a walk and grind. Yeah, exactly. I heard the level, but I heard the music, but I didn't see anything with the level. What was going on here?
And now Dabbit getting his wonderful news about that level 17. Probably we'll see him just stick on this grind for now. It looks like he's topping off. Yep. And then if you look at the stats at level 16 down here for OOG and Highspirits in the comparison, I know it just went off screen there, but you can kind of see where OOG's build is a little detrimental to at least the way the stats have played out this seed. While HP is already a concern, he's an additional 6 HP behind where Highspirits is for max HP at level 16.
Yeah, taking away from the HP bonus when you already have rather noted HP detriment just due to the seed being the seed it's definitely a challenge. I mean, it feels the same way if if you use a strength HP build and the agility is just super low. It's kind of one of those what can you do scenarios here. You can see the agility 92. It's certainly helping with the defense here, and that large shield putting up a big 86 on the defense end.
Well, we have some good news for chat maybe, but not for our runners. We saw RG365 go down the stairs on the left side of the top of Tantagle, and it led into Grave 2, which has a fantastic 6 sets of stairs that can lead almost anywhere.
So now we have the inverted trek of the diamond in basement 2 of Sharlock.
So OOG going to be our second runner into Sharlock here. He is also opting to go right first, and we'll see how he plays this out. Well, that's not ideal at all for RG365. He has found the inner part of basement 1 of Sharlock, which has an additional 5 sets of stairs. So it does look like we have a Mega Sharlock in play tonight.
Yep, a long and winding road, and now into one of the sections of Garen's grave.
Look how quickly you identified that, Ferran. I think you're already ready for Stair Shuffle.
Well, that's only because I didn't have a bunch of obscenities behind it, because I know what channel I'm on. So now that's basement 4 of Sharlock. Going down that stair goes to, I believe that's a dead end. So back the other way. Now there's a couple more stairways this way. Oh, look at that. That leads to the judge's table, which has some gold this time around.
He's still checking all these chests. I mean, the only thing out there that could be outstanding at this point would be the Death Necklace, and with HP being the area that we're struggling in, not sure we're going to be able to see Death Necklace come into play tonight, even if we do find it. So I saw someone in chat say about 12,000 experience for level 18. We'll see if this 350 from this Red Dragon will be enough for Dabbit, as he is going to go over that 12,000 barrier, and it is.
20320.
Well, we got the HP. Would still benefit greatly from some more MP for sure. And this is where the low MP really comes into play, as we saw RG365 have to go re-top off because he was running low. It's just not going to get you very far down that highway as you're searching through these caves here.
You know, knowing what I said earlier, this kind of walk and grind through things here has really kind of changed things for RG365, and now is within striking distance of getting silver shield money, and only having the small shield, that would be a 16 boost to the defense, and given that it's currently at 78, 94 would look a heck of a lot better. That'd be repelling and defense breaking everything up to and including an Axe Knight.
You know, that's fantastic, especially with how much we potentially are going to be walking here in Sharlock based on what we've been seeing. That might come into play big time. That could save a ton of time just from running from random encounters.
And even if you have run blocks from some of those enemies, not getting hit for nearly as much.
Absolutely. So RG365 doubles back to this floor he saw before, which I believe is basement 4 of Sherlock. Has 3 additional sets of stairs he can check up here. So we'll see which sets he decides to check first, and if any of these may be the actual correct path to the basement.
See, that one's 3, I think, and then that leads to the 2nd floor of Mountain Cave. And this looks to, I think, be the U, which is basement 5 of Sherlock.
And then he just came up the other side of the same floor we just were on a couple times ago.
Yep, and right back to 3.
The slight pause of confusion and which steps have I not taken yet?
Yep, there's the loop.
Damn, it did just get level 19. It took him up to 79 MP. Does look like he has opted to go back into the grind, though, not trusting that 9 heal mores.
And this is where there's a bit of a difference. Dabbit opting to take the death... Oh, my goodness. That might be the game saying 19 is go level, because it's another 3 grand plus. So it's either 17.5 and change, or go for Dragon Lord now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, they're already at 14,500 experience, which is absurd for this type of flag set, in my opinion. But does look like he is opting to go through Swamp Cave, which we know comes out right next to Sherlock. So Dabbit's going to begin his initial descent. Little does he know what he's about to get himself into based on what we've seen on RG365 and OOG screens.
Highspirits, it looks like, is now on a dedicated Red Dragon grind, as we saw from our earlier runners. And I think OOG is just recognizing the time and is probably feeling a bit behind and is thinking, okay, I need to get to the Dragon Lord now and hope, or at least find a path.
Exactly. So we'll see if it pays off for him. I mean, I can see somebody even trying 18 with some Fairy Waters in a Dream. We do have RG365 into some newer areas that he had bypassed earlier.
Okay, OOG taking the other stairway to basement 4. That's right, that leads to the judge's table.
Yeah, judge's table, a bunch of sad chests running around in here so far. RG365 taking that long backwards path around the outside of basement 1 of Sherlock. Going towards the down instead of the, or going towards the up instead of the down, but we'll see if this might be it.
Here comes level 18 after the, oh yeah, that's the big HP boost, and then the one-step encounter.
Yeah, he's getting low on MP here. We'll see if he's able to pull off the rest of this exploration on this floor before having to possibly eject. He's been clearly trying to save this money. He does have that Silver Shield money in tow right now, so if he wants to maintain that, he's going to...
Ooh, gets away on the first try. Oh, and that leads to 2nd floor of Garen's grave.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's a really long path all the way around to the bottom right to the only set of stairs that it can lead to. So from our perspective, there is one set of stairs left on that inner part of basement 1 of Sherlock that RG365 has not taken. I believe it's the top right set of stairs, because he came down that middle right set. He went in the bottom right. And, oh, a dead end.
Oh, yeah. Punch out here. Get your silver shield.
And OOG found it! I didn't see where he officially went, but OOG has found the basement, immediately hits outside.
I'm going to see if I can retrace the steps on... Okay, so he doubled back to that path. Alright, so this was 4, then went... Okay, went down that split path of 5 different ways, went up to the northeast. And then that led to, okay, the northwest corner of basement 2. And then that led to a single path around... Oh, I forget what floor of Sherlock that is. This is why I don't do stair shuffle. But that looked to be the path, yes.
Very nice. So there was at least 2 separate entrances, one on the middle east, one on the west side of that same floor. That RG365 has opted to go alternate routes as a result. We'll see if he can make his way back to that northeast path and opt to go down it. Additionally, once Dabbit finds that floor, we'll see how he opts to handle it.
Okay, so OOG has done the homework and now just needs to get the grinding in.
Absolutely, and in the interim, Highspirits has passed RG365 on experience, is creeping in on that level 19, and is getting it right now.
And RG did not... Oh, wow. Has the money for Silver Shield, but is just tunnel visioning in on trying to find the Dragon Lord at this point. And... yeah, being able to repel a lot more enemies and defense break a lot more enemies, as I was mentioning before, at 94 defense versus 78.
Yeah, and surprisingly, I've been watching Dabbit over here, even though their agility isn't too terrible, has been opting to fight through these red dragons and such, maybe trying to hedge his bets with, oh heck, he's even going to get him another blue dragon, so maybe thinking 19 might not be safe.
Yeah, I don't think Highspirits knows that we've got to get to, what did I say, 17.5 something to get to level 20.
Yeah, it's up there for sure. It was another 3,000 and change from the last one we saw, so Dabbit is kind of creeping up on there, and he is getting guaranteed hits on this metal slime right now.
Yep, and there's a big 255.
I guess repelling sometimes does, not repelling pays off.
Okay, if RG goes in this up, yep, there's the, oh, he's heading the right way.
Very nice, so he's gonna have the
Correct
knowledge
path
here momentarily. All right, Dabbit's on the floor, but opts to go back through and check these other areas first.
And RG won't know that it's the correct path because the red dragon says no.
Oh, that's a big hit. Hopefully for him, he might have realized that and honestly, with how much we've seen, he might have cleared all other options at this point.
Now, Highspirits took a death and saw how much more experience was needed, probably at this point for him about 1900 or a little less than.
All right, Dabbit went down a couple paths here and saw a couple dead ends at this point. We'll see if he's going to go back down these stairs up here, which is where he needs to go. He just needs to go to the upper set of stairs here. And he does make that turn. He is heading the correct direction. We'll see if he can find the basement here. We will definitely have to see an outside, as he does not have the MP to be able to take on the Dragon Lord right now.
First is going to take on this red dragon.
Yeah, he's got to be getting extremely close to that level at this point.
This should do it here, yeah. Here comes level 20. 4 more power, 2 speed, 8 hit points, 5 magic points.
Oh, that's a clear-cut go, and he's got the knowledge. I think we should see an immediate outside. He's going to double-check, but he got an extra heal more out of that. Plus, that 4 strength really is a big one. It ups his min-max both, so I think we're in clear-cut go as long as he can make it down there with resources. Highspirits just this red dragon and 2 more behind, maybe a third, depending on where he lands after that 3rd red dragon from getting that level 20, and we'll see if he opts to begin his exploration and spelunking into Sherlock.
OOG did upgrade to the Silver Shield.
Yeah, coupled with his extremely high agility, OOG, once he has go stats, will be repelling the Dragon Lord at this rate. Unfortunately for him, he's just still lagging in that HP department. We do know he's about to get some big HP level up, though. That's going to more than compensate for that.
Yeah, you see there the defense 97. 1 more defense point away from defense breaking Blue Dragons.
All right, Dabbit throws on a Radiant is currently trying to retrace his steps. Hopefully he remembers where he went. Meanwhile, RG365 is trying to run from things here, but is getting run blocked. We'll see if he can finally figure out that path, which he was almost to previously, while OOG and Highspirits are grinding. Highspirits did hit that level 20, but does go ahead and kill this green dragon anyway.
Here we go. Dabbit did find the right path. And there it is. Oh, the pyramid's a square today.
All right, game wants us to play Hollywood squares. Let's do it.
Well, it's kind of hard to play tic-tac-toe with just 4 squares instead of 9.
All right, what's our spike going to be here? We got a green dragon.
Oh, good, a green dragon.
Dispatches the green dragon with ease. Going to get into this Dragon Lord fight with full resources. I'll let you count him out if you'd like.
Why would I count him out? He's ahead.
Very, very fair. Meanwhile, at RG365, as long as he doesn't die, is going to find this path finally, hopefully.
No, I will go ahead and tally the damage. Swing should do it, and does.
Well, you see, Ferran, the first person to kill the Dragon Lord wins.
Thanks, John. No, all right, so we have 19 to start off with here. Oh, wow. Dragon Lord is anywhere from 150 to 165, up to 30 now for Silly Dabbit. Gets a double there, it's now 40. Up to 52. $66. Oh, there's a single-digit 9 up to 75. to potentially halfway there. Now 88.
And right behind him is RG365, just a level behind.
Up to an even 100 with 4 more heal mores to go. Oh, but it's going to have to double heal more here. This just quickly got not as free. 117. 129. 145. Now this is looking a lot better. The next swing should do it, and does. So GG's for Silly Dabbit, who is going to take first place and a big 5 points here in the Winter League with an official race time of 1 minute 16 or 1 minute wishful thinking, 1 hour 16 minutes and 51 seconds.
Yeah, 1 minute is next week's flags.
Getting ahead of myself, I suppose.
So, meanwhile, RG365 did opt to go into this battle on 19 with just the 9 heal mores. Is at 76 right now. Has gotten a couple doubles in here, and I think I did miss a swing as well.
Yeah, once I saw RG's fight starting, I stopped counting numbers and just knew that it was near the end for Silly Dabbit.
If I'm right, we're at 119.
That single-digit swing was not ideal then, if you're right.
Looks like a double coming in here, though, so that'd put him at 142. 153, and, you know, barring a miss menu here, should be able to take him down. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, so get your GGs out in chat for RG365. Very nicely played. Going to come in second place. We'll have an official time here momentarily. Yeah, official time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 27 seconds. So just a minute and a half behind. Very, very nice.
So now OOG has the homework here. And Highspirits, while having the levels, doesn't have the knowledge of where the Dragon Lord is. And this is where the challenge of Stair Shuffle comes into the mix.
Yeah, Stair Shuffle is a very, very huge equalizer. The old saying is Sherlock's the great equalizer. Well, when Sherlock has about 15 extra floors thrown in and the stairs don't go where you think they go, it really can throw them for a wrench.
See, do we want to bring Silly Dabbit in, or should we hold off until after the DL fight for OOG?
Make him sweat it out a minute.
OOG going with fairy water strats here, so there's 15. And another 15, so we're up to 30. Oh, now 39.
All right, we got a couple dinged here, and GG's to our first and second place runners, Silly Dabbit and RG365. How you feeling after that race, Dabbit?
Oh man, that. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
We can.
Oh man, if he told me that we were gonna find all the quest items within like the first 5 minutes and the seed was still gonna take well over an hour and 15, I would have told you were crazy.
Yeah, it was very interesting here. Meanwhile, Oog, how's that battle going down here with Oog? Looking at some low rolls here so far.
They have been low indeed. Now up to 103 with just 2 more Healmores left. The Fairy Waters were looking good at first, and now swinging for 7, so that's 110. Yeah, it's not looking great here. Well, okay, there's a 13, so up to 123, but down to the last Healmore. 132. 144. This needs to be a max. 156.
That's rough. A low HP Dragon Lord, and that's a winner. I like the shot that he took at it there. We'll see if he opts to make another go or possibly get another level first. And Highspirits has located the basement as well. So yeah, Dabbit, like you said, everything was thrown at you right away at the beginning, and then ultimately it was grind, and grind some more. What were your thoughts as you got into getting all those items and trying to figure out what to grind?
Yeah, that's a really good question. You know, I was trying to find a decent grind, and then I was struggling. And then I think it was outside of, between Hawksness and Cole, I ran into a golem and a couple other things, and then I kept getting killed. So I was like, all right, I kept taking like intentional death just to see what is the next level. And then I was like, okay, I think I remember running into a green dragon in Hawks. So I did that for a while, and basically just sat there until I felt like, all right, I need to start exploring. That was a tough map too, I would say, like at least on the second continent. It felt a lot bigger than I was expecting to. Cantlin was definitely tucked away.
Yeah, while you grinded almost exclusively earlier, all the other runners had already gotten all that extra homework done and located all those places. So we saw you struggle through that a little later here. But yeah, you almost full cleared the map, I feel.
Yeah, and obviously I knew I needed to find Harp and Cantlin. So making my way down to Breckenary there was obviously a little bit of a chunk of time lost, but then you just sat at the Red Dragon, and I wanted to make sure I had enough resources to do a dive and grind and actually, you know, survive to the bottom. So I sat at the Red Dragon until I felt like I could do that. Then when I saw the 3000 XP to the next level, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But figured, all right, let's just go.
All right, meanwhile, we got Highspirits in here, did pick up the Death Necklace on his way down, is utilizing it. Getting near the end of this Dragon Lord fight, we'll see if he pulls it off. He's getting some decent swings right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen swings in the teens, 20, a 23, there's a 16. I think that despite a back attack from the DL2, that Highspirit should be okay here. But I'll admit I missed the first swing and just didn't bother with a count there. Okay, I'm being told 137. So that'd be, what, 149? Maybe I'm speaking a little too soon. Oh, there we go. 172.
Yeah, so get those GGs out in chat for Highspirits. Going to finish third place on our screen tonight. We'll get an official time in a moment. Meanwhile, RG365, GG as well to you. Very nicely played. Different path than Dabbit ultimately to the finish, but you two ultimately culminated in that big sea of Sherlock. How do you feel about the seed?
Well, at first I was wondering if the treasure guard flag was even turned on.
Yeah, we were all a little thrown off by those key items just being thrown at you with no treasure guards at all. Luckily, the Green Dragon tried to play a little hardball with you with the token.
Yeah, I don't remember that being too bad, though. Just a couple Healmores and was able to get through it, and I wasn't even that worried about it. I knew I could always come back later for it. I am interested in watching the replay though to see where everybody decided to grind. I wound up just in the swamp cave because there was the green dragons there and some rogue scorpions. Those weren't too bad.
Yeah, you pretty much settled into the swamp. I know you tried a couple other places, but swamp was your big thing because of the green dragon mainly. I saw Dabbit found green dragons in the Hawksness zone and stayed in there, so getting them on a slightly more consistent basis there. But the other two really struggled and ultimately kind of just wandered the world looking for places to grind. So I wanted to ask you. Oh, go ahead.
Sure. I was gonna say that became the both Highspirits and OOG's quest for sure. Was just finding a comfortable place to grind, and there really wasn't one.
Yeah, there really wasn't. The overworld didn't have much in the way of like something that just screamed out. OOG did ultimately go into that one zone on the East Coast near that town that was out past Hawksness. I forget what it was. Yeah, wasn't excited about it. I can tell you that based on his attempts to get away from it.
I think I ran into a golem somewhere outside of Sharlock late in the seed, and I thought for a second, do I sit here? And I was like, nope, just got to keep going.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about that one as well. I saw that. We do got OOG into round 2 with the Dragon Lord. Let's see if this one plays better for him here. But one question while we're watching this here, RG, I wanted to ask you, did you pretty much full clear Sharlock? I know you saw a ton more stairs than I think any of our other runners have so far.
Yeah, if not full clear, then pretty close. There might have been 1 or 2 staircases off of that one Sharlock flare that's near the bottom, but that was right near the path to the basement, so I knew that if I missed a staircase there, I could have easily got back to it. And I did not find Breckenary. That was the only thing I missed, I think.
So you didn't miss much.
Yeah, I did miss a silver shield from all the fighting that I did. I never went for it, so I won on the small shield.
Yeah, that was a big point of talk in chat. We saw you get to and then exceed that amount of gold, and then you outsided from Sharlock, but ultimately did not opt to take the time to go buy the silver shield.
Yeah, I didn't see it in Garenham, and then I just didn't think about it after that.
I thought it wasn't or maybe it was Rimbledar that I saw it in. I thought it was in Garenham also.
It was in a few places, but I think Garenham did not have it. I'd have to go back and check.
I remembered it was 5,500 and something, and I think at that time your defense was 78, and the silver would have boosted it up to 94. Defense breaking all the way up to and including Axe Knights.
OOG's got a chance here. 144. You got another double. Last heal more. We got at least 2 swings coming here. We'll see if he can pull this one off.
Oh, come on. Oh, there we go.
Very, very nice. Nice rolls, nice doubles at the end. Got a little bit healthier against the Dragon Lord with those doubles. Get those GGs out for OOG. Going to finish last, but not too far behind, honestly. Well played for an alternate build here. Taking home that 1 point for week 1.
And that was without the fairy waters that he went with in the first run. So that was just on pure swings and doubles.
Yeah, it's crazy how 2 battles can go wildly different for you at the end, but that's RNG. All right, looks like Highspirits might be bypassing, but we'll see if we can get OOG. Oh, there's OOG now. GG, OOG. How you feeling?
As I say, that's either Discord being Discord or a lot of silent censoring.
Until that Dragon Lord death, I felt great.
Yeah, personally, I think you got hosed on that first fight.
What was the Dragon Lord? What was his final?
Oh, it was just up on the screen a second ago.
158.
What did I have the first time?
156.
Of course I did.
Yeah, it just. Yeah, there were. I don't even know. There were just. It a couple of I think points where you were at 48, and it would have been a gamble to swing, but given
Yeah.
your high defense, it's one of those you never feel comfortable swinging on 48.
You notice the second time I swung twice on 48. Well, once on 48 and once on 47, because I'm like, let's just get this shit over with. Excuse
Yeah,
my-
absolutely. No, I had a feeling there was going to be some frustration after that first death, and that's why I was crossing my fingers, because I thought, all right, if it didn't go well a second time, especially since you didn't have the fairy waters as you had done the first time through,
If it hadn't gone a second time, I wouldn't have.
it would have
failed.
been a forfeited. Yeah.
But GG's to Highspirits and RG and Silly Dabbit. I figured you guys would be in before me, so good job, everybody.
Yes, GG, everybody.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was fairly close throughout. The challenge was finding a decent grind spot, especially when there were these various points where the levels just kind of went extremely steep, and all of a sudden, oh, I've got 4,000 experience. Wait, I need another 3,000 to get to the next level?
Did anybody else find the area outside of Cole where you had the wyverns, the wolf lords, the wraiths, and the occasional blue dragon or golem to be a decent mid-game grind spot? Because that's where I found my grind spot.
I tried there for a little bit, and then I think the wyvern took me down. I think blue dragon took me down. I definitely took a couple deaths around there, and I was like, all right, I'm backing out of here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think the Wyvern Wombo combo scared a few of the other runners away from that area.
It was really funny. I didn't even realize it was Wombo combo until it was too late.
I don't know that I saw the Wombo either.
Oh, like I knew that I got put to sleep, and I knew that I had baby breath. I didn't put together Wombo combo until right now.
Yeah, there were varying points. I mean, some people were looking for green dragons and other things in Hawksness. I think one had found a spot in the swamp cave. I mean, not the swamp spike tile was anything to write home about. That was Stone Man.
Yeah. Did anybody else know we were in trouble and we were in for over an hour once the sword was in the treasury?
Yeah, that was. I wasn't sure what to expect. I knew it was either going to be really fast or really slow, and I think just from the fact that it didn't need to go in the caves at all, kind of just left Sharlock as a big mystery.
Absolutely. Anyways, you know what? I need to jump off. So I want to thank Bergs and was it
DK.
Bergs and DK, thank you for coming. Flower Power, thank you for the track. Sorry, thank you for the restream and the rolling of the seed. Who are our trackers tonight?
BK, BCAM,
DK.
Beta Strep and Camion. See, I was putting their initials together.
Beta and Camion, thank you very much, guys, and thank you to everybody in chat who enjoyed it. But I'm signing off now. I'm going to let the frustration out.
I had one more comment about the Stone Man. When I originally went into the swamp cave, it was right after we got sleep, and I was thinking maybe I could fight the Stone Man. And then after I kind of fought my way there, I was like, oh, maybe this might be better.
Yeah, this was definitely a seed where there were few right answers and few wrong answers as well. It was just there were answers everywhere. Oh, Aaron. Oh boy, fingers being pointed on rolling seeds. That's why they don't let me roll seeds.
Well, I want to echo what Oog said about thanking everybody, DK and Berg and Flower and Beta and Camion. Of course, couldn't do it without you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a good day of DWR for sure, and I know that we have some more coming up tomorrow, I believe.
We sure do. We have the final race of week 1 of the Winter League tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll have Group 9 action with there it goes. Courant, Jouf, Dr. Mr. Holmes, and Tristal. So definitely tune into that one. Some very hard hitters in that one, and we'll get this week finished right.
Most certainly. And then, yeah, the announcement for it, undecided maybe before that race. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a week, but time has certainly flown by. And then some.
I think I would echo Beta. It does feel like it's been 6. Some of these races have been absolutely insane. It's been a fantastic. I love that this flag set has been phenomenal to watch so far. Watching 8 and playing through one myself so far. So we'll hopefully get it out right tomorrow, and then we'll get into week 2.
All right, with that, well, for the whole crew here at DW Randomizer, until next time, stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe. For DK9146, I'm Ferran Burgundy. Good night, everyone, here from DW Randomizer.